Hello, welcome to my weekly pool 8. Trying something a little bit different. I figure I'm buying all these comic books. I'm picking out the covers I want just to right click save as to put in these videos. And so I yeah want to experiment with a couple ways of doing this. And so this is going to be experiment numero uno. Um, have thoughts on it. Let me um I try out a couple of fit right into our first book. This a really big departure from the series so far. Lore, we see a lot of like non-Earth happening. The Sinestro, Dark Stars, and kind of what they're doing, and it seems to be for stuff going forward. So we'll see kind of where this goes. I really like this issue. Not kind of boring that have been. The first times that I've actually been sort of intrigued by the world that it's. So yeah, I'm starting to look forward to Absolute Green Lantern. We'll see if it up the quality as we get in. I think this is the cover A. I'll start mentioning that. I might forget. Absolute Green Lantern. Next, we're going to move 6. This is variant him fighting Bun. Um, this is kind of a little bit more of the same that we've been getting. Amazing Spider-Man. Uh, Still continue the Death Spiral story. What it is, it's not super interesting, but you know, it has to happen. It has to keep happening if it's gonna end sometime soon. Honestly, not much to say about it. Kind of continuing that story. If you like that story, probably like this one. Don't. Next, Marvel, Iron Man. It's just a normal Iron Man book. Don't be confused by the distance. I also believe the cover A. At least it was the one my comic shop had the most. So I'm assuming is continuing the story of uh Frost. Her name. Uh, Adam Mask trying to create her own Tony Stark as she's running AIM now. Now has also Tony Stark in her bunker of very smart. And got with one of the other people. They've kind of pulled everybody together and they're escaping. And it's just kind of a continuation of this. It's a whole lot to write home about. We get a little bit more of Tony kind of realizing that he's not really creating, kind of iterating on things and trying to uh, trying to fix that going forward. Trying to bring that spark back, which I think is very interesting. We'll have to see where that goes. I do hope it's somewhere good. It seems to be so far. Finally, is the this week I have the most to talk about. Three of the Firestorm. Can't remember which variant this was. I looked it up before. I'll put it in the description. New series. This is number one. Started honestly, hell of a first issue. I think this is one of the best first issues I've read in a long time. Um, I didn't think it's up there with like the first issue. Absolute. So I'm super excited. If you're a fan of the Firestorm character, this is doing a lot of interesting stuff with it, kind of expanding the mythos. Very central. Treating Firestorm almost like this natural disaster mystery that the whole premise of this book. Professor Stein is no longer part of Firestorm, and Ronnie is no longer at the wheel. Something else is controlling Firestorm, and it's like almost like the like Doctor Manhattan sort of like Doctor Manhattan after Watchmen, especially. It's like he's almost emotionless and just kind of trying shit. His powers. That's kind of what this Firestorm book is, and it's super interesting. It they call him the Nuclear Man a lot to kind of dehumanize further, and it's really effective in kind of taking this character that doesn't show up very often and making him a big. I'd recommend for any comic reader, especially if you're a fan of Firestorm or if you've seen him in like the W shows or Justice 2. I also think he's but that's and a couple other things. He's one of those DC characters that if they're doing like a big ensemble in an animated movie or something, you'll see him in the background. He doesn't get focused a lot of the time. So yeah, if you're interested in learning more about him, might not be the book. Learn more about him and then come back and read this book. It's a very good book so far. One issue. I can't say too much, but very good issue. I'm seeing where it goes. Definitely going to be a pickup for me. It's written by Jeff Lemire. He is also doing the Absolute Flash, which I've been enjoying. And this is a very different vibe to that. It's really kind of showing his range as a writer. And so, really, just we'll see uh, where this all goes. And I'm super excited for it. Let's pull these out. This is weekly poll for the week of April 8th and 2026. Not the biggest haul this week, but I'm not complaining about that. Mid books, better than I expected books, and some very happy. So, a pretty good week of comic books. Do you have anything to say about what I picked up or what I should be picking up? Put it down in the comments. I'll be happy to talk with you. Other than that, do all the normal YouTube stuff. Liking and subscribing helps a lot, especially with a very new channel. I love talking about comic books. I'd love to keep doing it. So, anything we'll talk about comic book related, and put it in the comments. Not, then I will see you next week for next week's. Oh, we do one trying to shoot this. I hope to see you.